Excluding our little toss of the coin at the beginning of this program, Commissioner Sparks, should the state regulate gambling, and if so, to what extent?
Well, let me just say this. You know, the folks in Montgomery, Alabama have been real good about demagoguing the gambling issue. Folks, gambling is here. It's going to be here when I'm gone. But let me tell you this. When I'm elected governor, we're going to regulate it, we're going to control it, and we're going to tax it, and we're going to give you an opportunity to vote on it.
Representative?
Ladies and gentlemen, understand one thing, and the newspapers don't always make this clear to you. There is no anti-gambling position on the table in the state of Alabama. You know why? Because the Indians will always have their casinos. Andrew Jackson said that many years ago. So the question is, should we have a fair, level playing field? I think we should. We ought to say to Alabama industries that you can compete with the Indian casinos, but here's what we're going to do. Instead of taxing you at a special discount rate, we're going to tax you at the rate that other states tax their gaming facilities. We're going to regulate you. We're going to appoint a commission with teeth to make sure this doesn't become the next big source of corruption in Alabama, because you know in Alabama we'll find a way to make anything corrupt. And we ought to let each county make a decision. Now, we ought to have the state come up with a systematic definition of gaming, but then let counties decide if they want to participate. I will trust every county in this state to make that decision based on its own economic self-interest, and I agree with Ron Sparks. Let's get the political demagoguery out of this issue, and let's turn it into an economic conversation about how we can strengthen our tax coffers, but also guarantee the right kind of transparency, the right kind of regulation.